Hi, my name's Erica, and I just wanted to share a brief testimony about what the Lord's been doing for me and my husband Ted during this lockdown. So Ted and I are tour operators. We run overland trips through sub-Saharan Africa, and we have a fleet of trucks. All of them are financed, and we have a short season. It runs from about March to October every year. So with the announcement of the pandemic in early March, we had an immediate and sudden cessation of all business. No bookings, no inquiries, no sales, no income of any kind. The overheads for running an overland company are frightening. It's workshops, it's equipment, it's maintenance, you name it. So this was a really, really frightening thing for us. The first few days were particularly traumatic as we saw one border after another closing around the world. And we realised with our unique South African situation, the density of housing and the opportunity that that presents to a pandemic, that our lockdown was likely to be quite stringent and quite protracted. And it seems as though our borders are only going to open in February. That's the governmental stipulation at this time, although the industry bodies are really lobbying hard for an earlier opening around about September or so. Yeah, the mind was whirring. Initially, it was, I won't quite say panic stations, because we know that the Lord is faithful. He is our provider. In good times, in difficult times, it is the Lord alone, or there is no provision. He is the same God he's ever been. But your mind can know that, but your heart can still panic. I'm sure a lot of you are relating to what I'm saying right now. But it's actually just been incredible. All of our suppliers have been absolutely amazing. Everything from payment holidays to dropping of rates for insurance and for workshop rent and for things like that. Our last year, the sales were higher than they've ever been. We have never had as much revenue as we did at the end of last year, which has meant we've had reserves that we've never had before. Truly, the Lord knew. Here we are in June, and so far nothing's been repossessed. That's already a miracle. And if things carry on as they have been, we may just be okay. We've got to try and survive till March now without an income. Even if the industry opens up in September, that's close of season for us. September, October, and it stumps for us for the season. So if we do manage to make it through in March, I can tell you no flesh will glory in that, because it is not a work of human hands that would have allowed it. We don't know what the will of the Lord will be in that. We know that fiery trials are to be expected, so we're battening down the hatches. But I just want to thank you guys so much for your prayers. The Lord is hearing them. There is a sense of peace that makes no sense in earthly terms whatsoever. We have had no cancellations from any of our clients. They are all still dead keen to travel, which means that the reserves that we do have are extended in a sense because nobody's asking for refunds. Incredible, an absolute miracle. We've got a guy that even wants to travel next month. It's not going to happen. But that fear seems to have been taken away even from our clients, which is absolutely amazing. We've had a really large multinational corporation approach us with a new itinerary they're running in Namibia for which they want to use our vehicles. I mean, these are all just miraculous things that don't just happen. So thank you so much for your prayers, and please keep praying for us and for one another. The Lord hears them all, big and small. And also, yeah, there's a lot of people that are in tourism. You guys probably heard Walter's testimony. If you didn't, do yourself a favor, please check it out. Vanessa, Ruben's mum, she's also Bromwyn. There's a lot of people in tourism in our church, but obviously a lot of people in all sorts of industries that have been shut down completely. So, yeah, we really need to pray for one another, guys, for our marriages, for all the newly homeschooling mums. And then another small testimony. I surf, love it. It's an absolute lifestyle, much more than a sport. And I never would have believed that I could have gotten through levels 5 and 4 without just feeling so down and despairing, just about not being able to be out in the water. I mean, I'm telling you, I'll go out there for 4 hours if the weather allows and if time allows. But there as well, the Lord has brought me so much peace. It's almost as though he's taken surfing out of existence in my mind, if that makes sense. The more you keep your eyes upwards, guys, the more grace that you're going to have at your disposal, because his grace really is limitless. Stay in the word, keep your eyes up, stay on your knees. He is so faithful. And this mountain that's ahead of me and Ted, completely insurmountable in human terms, but this is the God who parted the Red Sea. So I just want to thank you again. Missing you guys, looking forward to seeing you all, and hopefully catching some of your testimonies. Be blessed.